EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Browns at 6-5 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Broncos.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
On 1st and 10, Bryant Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The center receiver in motion to the right. To get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, set. Corner, 17. 19 right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bryant. And incomplete on the deep ball.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Bryant. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates... Look at the big man rumble! A big play that time for Cleveland. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They get this out left, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on first down. Bryant under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Bryant. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bryant. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Bryant. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Now
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah.
And I think the ball's out.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing some blitz coming, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sand. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Bryant is going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunate.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive will start with an option going left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Back to 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
On the
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 14. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And some room to roam now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Bryant. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards.
And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Colts are right back in this football game.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Throwing to start the drive. Bryant throwing the out route and complete. It's Knight. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 1st down. Bryant. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to throw. Bryant.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This time as he's taken down right around the 26. And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Bryant. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Bryant. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Down Indianapolis from 8 yards out,
and the Colts are able to cut into that deficit.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On first down, Bryant. He's got it complete to Perkins. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he comes back with one complete. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Warriors 70.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Bryant, he finds his man, complete. It's Perkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, Bryant. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And it'll be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Drop 50, drop 50. Cut my team, cut my team.
Back to throw here. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
On the check.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward from next year, they're going to jump that number